This is not your fault, but you've most likely been sold a lie when it comes to becoming a confident player on the court. The first thing people tell you is just to fake it until you make it. The problem is that fake confidence will always get exposed eventually. The second thing people will tell you is to just repeat these 3 phrases or 3 mantras, look yourself in the mirror every morning and tell yourself how good you are. And if you just do that for 7 days or 14 days or 2 months, then you'll magically have what it takes to be confident in real games. Now, both of those things can be helpful, but if you're fully relying on just those things, you're never going to have true confidence. This is the best example I can give you. Imagine you drive down the street 30 seconds to the closest gas station to get snacks every day. You do that for 100 straight days. You're going to feel really confident that on the 101st day, you can complete that same journey because you've done it so many times successfully. But if someone comes up to you and they say, well, today on the 101st day, we need you to fly this fighter jet to the gas station. You're going to be way less confident in your ability to actually do that successfully because you haven't flown a fighter jet before. Now, that example right there explains exactly what confidence is and how you can actually get it. Confidence is simply the belief that you have what it takes to be successful. And if you lack confidence in games, it means that deep down, you aren't sure if you have what it takes to succeed. So the question is, how do you gain real confidence? That true, unshakable confidence that helps you to play at a high level every single time you step out on the court. The first thing you need to do is fail faster. The best basketball players, the most confident players are the experts. So if you want to be a confident player, you need to become a basketball expert. And the main thing that makes somebody an expert is that they know what not to do. They've tried so many times and failed so many different times that they know exactly what will not work, what they need to avoid. They have wisdom when it comes to the decisions that they make and the things that they do. I think the famous Michael Jordan quote sums it up really, really well. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. The majority of players who reach out to me or who I talk to and tell me that they lack confidence in games haven't actually earned the right to be confident because they have not failed enough to know what to do and what not to do. And it's very simple to do this. If you lack confidence handling the ball against ball pressure, go put yourself in a position to have to handle ball pressure. And the first few times you do it, you're going to lose the ball, you're going to look bad, it's going to be a struggle, but eventually you're going to figure out, well, when I do this with my dribble, they don't steal it. Or when I avoid going there, I don't get trapped as much. You will very quickly learn what does not work and how to avoid doing that. And that's how you become an expert in that situation. When you become that expert, because you have all these experiences, you're going to play with a ton of confidence. Now, substitute that situation out for any situation where you might lack confidence. Maybe it's the confidence to actually take open shots in games. Maybe you lack confidence there. Well, you need to do that more. And you need to be process focused instead of outcome focused. If you're so worried about whether or not it works out or it doesn't work out, or whether you look bad to everybody around you or not, if that stops you, then you're never going to put in the amount of reps necessary to actually get to a point where you're confident. The first few times you do it, you've got to completely throw the result out the window, understanding that you're putting in the work so that long-term you're going to be able to play with a ton of confidence as an expert. And by doing that, you earn the right to be confident, and nobody can take that right away from you if you earn it. The second thing you need to do is increase your understanding of the game. Paul George was asked about how he developed his scoring ability, and he actually said that he did that when he broke his leg and was out for an entire season because he had to sit on the sideline and he had to watch his teammates, he had to watch the game as if he was a coach. When he was in that position, it forced him to see the game completely different. He would see his teammates do something and he would say to himself, well, I probably would have done that instead, or they missed that option right there, or, oh, I've never seen that before. And by going through this process, he understood the game at a way deeper level. So when he got back, there was another level of maturity and basketball IQ and understanding behind his game. And that propelled him into becoming the Hall of Fame level scorer that he is. So it wasn't a drill or a workout. It was simply his understanding of the game and the way that he sees things. And you can use this same idea to become a way better player as well. The first thing you need to do is study the actions and concepts that the game is based on. So concepts like spacing, 0.5 decisions, how to create and exploit different advantages, and then actions like off-ball screens or pin downs or ball screens or dribble handoffs. Again, a ton of players who tell me that they lack confidence have no idea what any of that stuff is, and they're basically just going into games blind, hoping that they do well without having any knowledge of what's going on. The second thing you need to do is learn the why behind when to shoot, when to drive, or when to pass. This is such a simple concept, but again, a lot of players don't understand why they do anything. So they're going out and hoping that they do well, and that's a terrible place to be. Now, I created a free 28-day Basketball IQ email course specifically for this. It's going to help you to learn the actions, the concepts, and the different foundational pieces that are going to help you to play way better in games. I just got these 2 messages today from a player who took the stuff that we're going through inside of the course and applied it into their own game and saw immediate results. And I get messages like this every single day. So if you want to learn how to see the game at a higher level so that you finally play with confidence, consistency, and control, you're definitely going to want to check that out. It's a top link down below, completely free. Now, if you can be laser focused on these two things, failing faster to become an expert, and then learning and understanding how the game actually works, you're going to develop confidence at such a rapid rate, you're going to feel like a completely new player. Like I said, check out my free 28-day Basketball IQ email course down below. Appreciate you for watching. Drop a comment if you got anything from this. Talk soon. Peace.